Hello, this is Steve from buildingstrongerbodies.com. Thank you for stopping by today to take a look at the Teeter FitSpine Inversion tables. Just wanted to start out by saying Teeter Inversion table is a product that I use on a regular basis for my back problems. They've been in business for well over 30 years and they make a quality product. So I wanted to do a walkthrough today on the different inversion tables that they offer, the features of those tables, and just kind of take a look at the website and show you what they have here. So here we are on the home page. They do have customer support that's available on the phone. They also have a chat function that's available here during regular business hours. They have a frequently asked questions section, success stories, customer reviews of the inversion tables and other products they sell, and financing. They do offer financing for purchases. So here's the different products that they offer. We're going to focus on the inversion tables in this video. So we'll take a look at that right now. So again, Teeter inversion table is something that I use on a regular basis and have had really good success with their products. They're FDA Registered, which means they've gone through a process with the FDA to get that designation. These inversion tables can be used for conditions, back pain, sciatica, degenerative discs, stenosis, and other ailments as well when it comes to your back. This down here talks about a controlled study that they did that just talks about, people after using an inversion table, those who needed surgery, those who did not. So they had some success using an inversion table. Little video down here about how decompression works and the benefits that it can offer you. And then they have some doctors who've chimed in and tell you what their opinion of inversion tables and inversion therapy is. And then we scroll down here a little further, just some benefits, features of specific to Teeter inversion tables and how they kind of compare to other tables that are out there. Using these tables is really easy. You set the height for your height, however tall you are, you set the height. You set the angle, and then you lock your ankles in, and away you go. So it's easy to recline and do your decompression therapy. So when you get your inversion table, it'll come with a DVD, a back pain relief guide, talks about their mobile app, and again, they have US-based, customer support. Kind of a funny little video here about Teeter versus the other guys. Just talks about, how good Teeter is compared to the other products, but what else would you expect on the Teeter website? They do come with a full 5-year warranty and frustration-free assembly. That's one of the great things about these tables is they're really easy to build. They come about 85% already built, so Teeter has put a lot of effort into efficiency from that standpoint. So lots of people use them, a lot of success stories here. And then we get into the tables themselves. There's Roger Teeter, the man himself. So they have 3 models on their website: good, better, best, the Teeter FitSpine X1, X3, and LX9, and the different price points on those. Currently, Teeter is offering a promotion, $0 down, 0% APR on their financing. Financing is a interesting option here because it is a higher priced item. So if you don't necessarily want to or have the ability to pay the one-time payment, they do offer financing. So that's nice. And then currently they have a promotion where they're doubling the warranty on their product. You can also potentially pay with an HSA or an FSA, a medical account, through like your employer. So they offer all the different payment methods over here. There are some different differences and similarities between the three models. So this first section here is going to talk about what's similar between these three, so we'll touch on those points real quick. All three come with acupressure nodes, which give you the pressure point relief. So you can put these little nodes or these bumps, you know, where you have tight knots in your back, like maybe under your shoulder blade or some spots in your low back. And there's different sizes, like you can see these here are taller than, say, this one, and they're color-coded. So the different color nodes are different heights, so you can put those where you need them if you want to. They're easy to take on and off, so if you don't want to use them, you don't have to, but it's just kind of a nice added feature that they come with. So all the tables have the acupressure nodes. A lumbar bridge is an arch support that goes in your lower back, or under your lower back on the table, so it can give you a little extra stretch in that area if you need it. And again, you can use it, not use it. It's easy to take on and off. So just an added feature there. They also come with this guide, Healthy Back and Core. It kind of gives you some different exercises and stretches that you can do. I use my inversion table specifically, just lean back, get my stretch in, my decompression for like 3 to 5 minutes. I use mine every day. But some people do, you know, abs and core work, or they'll do other stretches side to side and stuff like that. So this comes with a little guide that shows you some different exercises that you can do. Also comes with the DVD that kind of gives you some more stuff that you can do with your inversion table. And then their backrest is interesting because a lot of inversion tables are basically just a piece of wood with some foam on top of it. This table, this FlexTech table bed, is actually, it moves with you as you stretch. Like if you're, you know, stretching your sides left or right, you know, so you're doing some of these, whoops, not quite what I wanted to do there. You're doing some of these stretches like this, going to the side here. The table, this FlexTech bed, will move with your movements. So it literally flexes with your movements instead of just staying put. So that's a really nice feature that most tables don't offer, is that type of a system. So as we move on down here, this is where we get into some of the differences. Now, the Deluxe Easy Reach ankle system, if you'll notice up here on the X1, I don't know if you can see this, but right here is where your ankles lock in, and it has this short little handle. These two have this longer handle, and that's this here. So this comes in really handy when, like if you have trouble bending over, if you have back problems, this extended handle means less bending over, which is a huge benefit for a lot of people. If you're recovering from an injury, or if you are experiencing back pain, back problems, less bending over is a good thing at times. I've been in situations where literally my sciatica was so bad that I couldn't bend over to put my shoes on. So having a table with a long handle, the locking and release handle, was a must for me. So that's something I always look for with inversion tables, is the longer handle. The traction handles, these give you an added stretch at lower inversion angles. So if you're using the table, if you're a beginner using it for the first time and you're at like a 20-degree angle, you can add to the stretch with these handles. So it'll give you a little extra stretch in your low back. And then, as you increase your angle, you can choose to use that or not use that as you increase your inversion angle to a deeper angle. So those come in handy. If you're like me a few years ago, I had a pretty bad back injury, and I started out on my table at like a 20-degree angle because that's all I could handle at the time. It was painful if I went any further than that, but this would have allowed me to have the extra stretch at that more shallow angle. So that was those handles. The easy angle tether. So the tether strap is one mechanism that is used to control your inversion angle. The other system that a lot of inversion tables use is a push pin type system. And with the push pin system, you basically put a pin in at whatever angle you want, 20, 40, 60 degrees. Foolproof, easy to use. The problem with that is you're limited to those particular angles. With the tether strap, there's no limit to the angle. You can set your angle at 21.5 degrees if you want to. You have to figure out what that angle is, but you still have the option to do it. So the difference here is that this strap comes with these 20, 40, 60 degree marks sewn in. You can see this red mark right here that's sewn into the strap. Whereas the X1, their entry-level model, doesn't have the marks on it. It just has the strap. So it's a little more of an art to getting the angle right. So again, when I hurt myself a few years ago, I had to go like 15, 20, 25 degrees. I couldn't go from 20 to 40. So the tether strap allowed me to make those smaller incremental changes. So that's why I always recommend a tether strap when you're looking for an inversion table. The Stretch Max handles, these are used if you want to stretch side to side. It gives you something to grab onto. So if you're stretching to the right, you can grab your right arm over and stretch your side out. They also help you return to the upright position if you are having trouble getting up, which if you have your inversion table height set correctly, you should be able to just use your arm movements and move in and out of inversion. But if you do need a little extra help, you can use those handles to get you upright. So those features all come on the X3 and the LX9. And then there's a couple features that come on the LX9 only, which is this boarding platform. It just elevates you a little bit from the floor to step into the inversion table, make it a little bit easier to get into the table. And then there's this storage caddy that comes on that model. So if those two items are of interest to you, those come on the higher end model. I think the sweet spot on these is the middle model, the X3, because with that you get the extended handle and the tether strap that has the markings on it that you don't get with the X1, but you're not paying for the extra couple of features that are on the LX9 there. So kind of going down here, they just give you some more information, how the height and the user weight on those inversion tables, and just a couple other things that it comes with here. So as I mentioned, the Teeter inversion tables are really easy to build. The only thing I recommend is when you build them, do it in the place where you're going to use it. So if you have like an office you're going to build it in, I would recommend building it there so you don't have to build it in your garage and then move it to your office, because these things are heavy and awkwardly shaped. So moving them, if you have a back problem or you're in pain, is not an easy thing to do. So I recommend building them where you're going to be using them. So I have written reviews also on each one of these tables, and I'll leave the links below if you want to check those out. And I'll also leave a link to the Teeter website, so you can check these out in further detail if you choose to do so. There's a lot of positive customer reviews. People really, really like their Teeter inversion tables, and I fit in that category as well. So a lot of good information on here. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. And I appreciate you stopping by today, and let me know if you have any questions or comments. Thank you.